So, I was thinking, a dangerous thing to do. Our rejects are an interesting bunch. They get their butts kicked often and seem to return to the Morningstar like nothing ever happened. Even more strange is that they reap some kind of benefits, even if their last excursion ended in failure. Now, mechanically, the game doesn't want you to remove your character and give you no rewards for failing a mission. It wouldn't just be cruel, but nobody would be playing the game except for a very few even more dedicated zealots. And I'm not talking about the Emperor worshipping kind. And the rewards and experience are so that you feel like you're progressing in some way, and that you're not stuck on malice difficulty or something. There is some obvious ludonarrative dissonance in terms of what happens in the failure state. The cutscene shows the agents eat shit, while the game pulls us back to the Morningstar like nothing happened. See, I have this working theory that it's actually all real, but it is just a theory. The theory isn't as bland as to say it was all a dream, but the root of it is still in psionics, just not from our seer friend, which I also wanted to address this. When I said the Psyker was really weak in my last video, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I took some time to interest myself in Psykers and how they're categorized in the 40k universe. If there really were weak Psykers, they would be something like an Omicron or Kappa grade, where their only real powers would be something like a general good fortune field. Our little rejects would be something like an Iota Psyker, possibly Zeta. It's hard to determine exact grading since the powers of what one is capable of are not listed in great detail, but Manifesting Fire and the Head Popper 9000 are probably pretty high up on that scale. Just not on the level of a Time Warp or Lightning Storm or whatever a Primaris Psyker is capable of. Although, I'd love to see something like that so badly, but that's best left for something like a Darktide wishlist video. When I said the Psykers are baby Psykers, I meant it more in a comparison to a storybook character or a Primaris Psyker, because they're nameless and play into that theme of rags to riches Darktide provides. They are still very powerful, just on the lower end of power. Not to mention Darktide and in turn 40k tend to operate on a very rule of cool headspace where, of course, a veteran and a Psyker can fight alongside each other and defeat an entire army of heretics. But yeah, I wanted to get that out of the way and try to be more accurate about Psyker information, and I promise to learn more about Psykers as I look forward to making more content. The short of it is that the Psyker in Darktide is designed to be strong enough to do consistent magic powers that would be cool for a wizard class to do, but also not strong enough to become a named character or summon earthquakes. Persephone, on the other hand, my beloved test tube wife, doesn't have a clear Psyker grading, but it is considered to be very powerful. She's probably on the higher end of Delta, or maybe even Alpha. Essentially one of the most powerful Psyker gradings that doesn't just dip into theoretical Psyker gradings, or demigods. She has many powers that the Inquisition is aware of. This includes the Mortis Trials and the Meat Grinder, where she takes agents and puts them in a little mind palace. Another is in conjunction with her Starcrust Crush Crawl. In the Path of Redemption update, they added a new feature called a Personality Scourge. This is an option where if you're tired of playing as generic soldier number 58, you can always go up to Crawl and Persephone and ask them to change your entire past and appearance. This is some very potent stuff. Now, the theory goes thus. What if you do actually die in those missions where you failed the Emperor, but your character wakes back up on the ship like nothing ever happened because of Persephone? Now, this isn't to say that she does this to every agent, or that the Inquisition is even aware she is. She might just like you personally and decided you didn't actually go on that mission. Possibly the same for your Havoc crew, possibly not the case for other agents, you never know. Rewriting reality for your safety, with a few echoes of the original timeline still remaining. And I mean, that's kind of really the theory, that Persephone just likes certain agents, and that's why you see similar faces on the Morningstar and you never see certain agents ever again. I presented my evidence. I'm not sure it holds that much water, but I kind of just wanted to spread awareness about it and clear up some misconceptions. Yeah, that's really about it. Thanks for watching, and thank you for the support on my Hive Scum video. Truly means a lot. Emperor Protect, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.